guys, it's Siobhan Kukolic here. I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you about some books that I've read and some books that are on my bookshelf to read. As I've mentioned before, books to me are everything. It's all about curiosity and learning new things. So I thought I'd share some of the things that I've read and plan to read next. The War of Art by Steven Pressfield, tiny little book with lots of little nuggets about how to get started and kind of walk through the fear and just take action and go. That was fun. The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. I've also read his other one, Tools of Titans, and he dissects excellence and he figures out all the tips and tools of the trade for people who have made it in all kinds of different realms, whether they're actors, chess prodigies, really famous people in computer science, or finding a way to get to space, Elon Musk, all these people. And when they mention books, I've added them to my bookshelf, so I'll kind of share those with you as well. The Art of Learning by Josh Watson. He's amazing. He was a chess prodigy as a young kid, and he actually was a Taekwondo champion as well. And there's a lot about life in here. It's not about just chess or about Taekwondo. The Art of Learning. The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing are amazing because they're just the basic things back when big ad agencies, the Mad Men era and those type of times were on, how things got moved and sold. And it's a really interesting psychological look at everything in the world today and how we can sell things in our own life, not just products. This is an oldie but a goodie, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Lots of great tips in here as well. Creativity Inc., which is by Ed Catmull, who ran Pixar. Amazing stories about how Toy Story got going and a lot of other animated movies. Really good read. This is an oldie for me, but I loved it. A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mistry. Amazing book. And then, of course, most recently, Becoming by Michelle Obama. Really, really great book. And I just, you know, the journey they went on and the barriers they broke. And she's such a classy person, and the things that she did with starting the garden. There hadn't been a garden at the White House since Eleanor Roosevelt, and getting, you know, kids eating healthy food. It was amazing. Now, of course, these are some of the books that I heard about through Tim Ferriss's podcast and people that he had on, and I haven't read them yet, but I got them and I'm excited. So Anti-Fragile by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, Things That Gain from Disorder. So this is about disruption, which is what we all want to do. Tim Ferriss talks a lot about Stoicism. So Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Oh, sorry, this is not Stoicism, but that one. And Seneca's book, Letters from a Stoic. These are supposed to be really amazing books about just kind of being in the moment. And Stoicism is supposed to be amazing. Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. I'm sad to say I've never read it, so I got that on my desk to go to next. Bold by Peter Diamandis, How to Go Big, Create Wealth, and Impact the World. So that's another one I'm reading. Next, Tim Creeder, We Learn Nothing. And Judge Apatow, who's made many movies, said it's heartbreaking, brutal, and hilarious. So that's another one that I'm going to. Neil Gaiman, a favorite author of mine. And this is a fiction book called Stardust, and it's more of a young adult, but I have that on my list to read next as well. On Writing Well by William Zinsser. This is supposed to be amazing. The Classic Guide to Writing Nonfiction. So again, if you have to write with whatever job you have, there's writing involved. That's kind of an interesting book. Another Stoicism one, On the Shortness of Life by Seneca. Again, tiny book, but it's supposed to be really amazing. Ernest Hemingway on writing. So he got a few books published, and I can't wait to read what he had to say. Simon Sinek, who you've seen a lot as a motivational speaker, Start With Why. I've heard a lot of great things about his book, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action. This one is by Ramit Sethi, and it's I Will Teach You to Be Rich. So who doesn't want to learn more about that? This is a great one for students, I think. So good, they can't ignore you. Why skills trump passion in the quest for work you love. So, I mean, adults as well, but to get students out on the right foot at a young age. And this is also a graphic novel that's excellent. I have read this one, actually. Johnny Bunko, The Last Career Guide You'll Ever Need by Daniel H. Pink. This I recommend definitely for high school kids, even, as young as grade 8. It's got some great tenets on how to find a passion and how to do something you love in life. I'm reading The Ultimate Sales Machine right now by Chet Holmes, which has got some great tips about being productive in your life and how to kind of block your email checking together and not recheck things. If you touch it, you action it so that you don't kind of redo things over and over and waste time. And I'm also reading right now The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And this is amazing about just kind of your thoughts, you become what you believe. And if you have big thoughts, big things will happen. And, you know, keep positive people around you. I've added these recently. The Lucky Years, How to Thrive in the Brave New World of Health. I've heard great things about this. And also Angela Duckworth's Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance. Grit is a big thing for me. And this is another one that I've heard about, so I've added it to my list. For fiction, I've heard great things about Shantaram, Gregory David Roberts. It's a novel of the first order, a work of extraordinary art, a thing of exceptional beauty, is what Pat Conroy says. It's supposed to be amazing. I've heard great things. The Happiness Advantage by Sean Achor, I love. I talk about that in my presentations, and he's got great nuggets in there. I've heard wonderful things about The Hate U Give, so that's on my bedside table as well. And biographies of famous people always interest me, so I got the Walt Disney biography by Neil Gabler, so I can't wait to read that. And of course, you know, my own book, The Treasure You Seek, which if you don't have a copy, it's at Amazon and Indigo, and that's all about famous failures. So that's what I wanted to share today. So you can follow my blogs at SiobhanKukolic.com, and I hope you have a great day today and tomorrow. And remember to be curious, persevere, always have grit, and never give up. Thank you. Bye.